I'm Sashin Govender, the millionaire student, and today we're going to be talking about the language of money. But before we do that, I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to turn on notifications. And at the end of this video, if you truly gain wisdom, knowledge, and experience, I want you to post a comment with one of your biggest takeaways. The language of money. Most people out there, they have a mentality of, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn Portuguese, I want to learn Afrikaans, I want to learn every single language out there. I'd hire a tutor, I'd pay them to teach me what they know, and I would learn it. Why? Because I want to be able to learn multiple languages. But the very first language after your mother tongue that you should learn is the language of money. Why? Because when you learn the language of money, you can maintain and sustain the lifestyle you currently have. You can make sure you live a better life next year, and you can learn any language you possibly want to. So I want to be able to dissect a handful of things in this video. Well, very first thing I want to explain to you what is the language of money. And then I want to talk to you about some examples of why you have to understand the language of money. And then I want to dissect how to learn the new language. And then also, closing up, we'll talk about a formula. So stay tuned right to the end, a formula on how the rich use their money and why the rich gets richer and the poor continuously stays on the ground, which is very unfortunate. But if the poor understood the rich's language, guess what? Their lifestyle, their direction, their success would be on a whole different frequency. The language of money, it's all around you. You use it every single day subconsciously and you don't even know it. I mean, you can't live without it. But do you really know what it is? It is the language of money. If you want to be rich, which is having a lot of money in people's eyes, the perception of being rich is when you have money. The sad reality is when you have money, most people don't have that time freedom. And I want to make you wealthy where you have time and money freedom simultaneously. Then it would follow that you need to know what money is and how money actually works, how to gain more. It's very unfortunate that many people think they know things about money, but reality, they actually don't. And that is one of the reasons why they never become wealthy in life. So besides from your native tongue, there's another language that everybody should learn. And that is the language of money, because money will be a part of your life. It'll be all your life, and not being able to speak nor understand this language will increase the odds of you and your family living under financial stress. I need you to be able to understand that millionaires who know nothing about money are not millionaires. The reason why they became seven-figure earners is because they thoroughly understood, studied, and they followed someone who knew the language of money. And maybe there's a reason why they are millionaires. Because as we speak right now, every word that comes out of my mouth, there's a brand new millionaire formulated somewhere around the world. Because they understand the language of money. And they use it to their advantage instead of being taken advantage of. So powerful. We got to understand the language of money. And money really does have a language of its own. I'm sure you're trying to figure out, Sashin, how do I speak this language? But you got to understand your kids will inherit the same money mindset as you. So if you have the mindset of it's difficult to make money, I won't become successful in life, I won't have an endless flow of money, I can't make money, there's more money leaving my bank account than money entering every single day. Well, guess what? Every single person had that mentality at some shape, form, or fashion in their life. Whether they were successful, but before they were successful, they had that mindset. Whether they grew up in an environment that had that mentality and it stuck within their subconscious mind and their parents believed it was difficult to make money, but try this for a whole day. Because when you try this, you'll understand it. Throughout the whole day, 24 hours, I want you to start saying the words, I can't make money. I can't make money. I won't make money. I won't make money. It's hard to make money. It's hard to make money. It's difficult to make money. It's difficult to make money. I'm going to stay broke. I'm going to stay broke. Try that for 24 hours. And then at the end of the day, reevaluate how that makes you feel. And if you feel uncomfortable, bothered, you feel like you don't even want to live in your own mind and body, well, then you've got to start to realize, not understand, realize. Do the opposite. Start changing your verbiage. Start changing your language. Start changing the words and thoughts that you start to form. Because learning a new language, the very first language after your mother tongue, should be the language of money. And then I want you to start appreciating the language of money, because most people don't appreciate, they don't have respect towards the language of money. Although they don't have money, they don't know how to respect it before they have it. If you speak down on money, you're not going to have an endless flow of money. Because speaking down on money, that money that was meant to come to you will now be transferred to someone who's on the right frequency and who truly wants it. Because money is a servant. Money works for us. We should not be a slave to money. Money should be a slave to us. We make money. Money does not make us. Do you really understand the value of money? I mean, there's absolutely no value of money today. There's more money being printed every single day in the economy around countries globally, that one day, that note, that coin will not be evaluated as what it is today. Because 10, 20, 30 years ago, when your grandparents, great-grandparents, your parents started to have that 6 figures in their bank account, that 6 figures today is literally way more than that. Because as we speak, we're moving from physical, tangible money to currencies, digital currencies, commodities. Back in the day, we used to trade. So I want you to be the one dictating the terms of your life, not the one who pays your salary. Have that mentality. So let's talk about some common examples of why you have to understand the language of money. Because it leaves a big gap between your current lifestyle and a life on your own terms that you need to dictate. Your current lifestyle, no matter who you are, where you're from, you're watching this right now, you always deserve more from life. Your kids will have the same relationship to money as you do. So start changing the way you speak about money, treat money, respect money. You know, when I find a 1 cent coin on a floor, I pick it up. I've had so many people that I mentor that's around me, family members as well, friends, business partners. They would look at me and say, why are you picking up a 1 cent? Because my mentality is, if I can pick up a 1 cent, that was put in my path, $1 million will flow into my life. If you don't appreciate the smallest things in life, you'll never be grateful for what you really and truly abundantly want to achieve. Then you do not want to be like 60% of the world who lives under financial stress. Do you really understand? 86% of people living in the world are dead broke. They live by plastic credit cards that dictate their life. 54% of first-year graduates, they can't even get a job today. 40% of people living in the world walk home with $200 a month today. And then I want you to understand, every time you buy something, you most likely pay more than you should. Why? Because most people put it on a bank. They trust the bank, they pay interest. They don't understand that you don't need to buy things that you can't afford to impress people that you truly don't like in life. Buy what you can, and only buy it if you can afford it. Sometimes it's better not to have it than to buy it and pay next month's bill of last month's salary or the future salary of next month's bill. Also, I want you to understand, the money you make, be literate about it, be educated about it. Because your automatic thoughts about money are most likely negative if you're going to have the mindset of, I don't have money, I can't afford this, I don't understand it. And then guess what? You would have to be a genius to start moving from subconscious mentality to conscious mentality by changing the thought process. How do you learn the new language of money? Become a sponge of wisdom. Become a sponge. Take a sponge, put it under water, it absorbs every bit of it, and when you squeeze it, it lets go of it. Become a sponge of every bit of information that people have. I mean, I was sitting in a restaurant in Los Angeles on Sunset Boulevard, And ironically, I was sitting next to a guy. I didn't know he built every Hilton hotel. I didn't know that he was in partnership with the owner of Hilton, Paris Hilton's father. I didn't know that. But sitting next to him, I just picked his brain. I walked into a restaurant and it was an empty restaurant, but I wanted to sit next to him. Why? Because I saw a Rolls Royce outside the restaurant. I saw no one in the restaurant besides him. I went straight and I sat right next to him. And the tables are so close, if you know where I'm talking about, Le Petit, Sunset Boulevard. Right next to him. And guess what? I picked his brain. I knew I had him there for like 60 minutes. He let me sit in his Rolls Royce, 1 out of 9 in the world. And we had a conversation, gave me his business card. And from that moment onwards, I understood there's always another level to success. And the minute you think you arrived, you're on your way back to the bottom. Never ever feel you've arrived. There's no time for complacency. I also want you to feel good or actually great around and with the topic of money. When someone brings it up, speak good about money. Bring it up in a way that, yes, you don't have it yet, but you're going to have it very soon. Respect money. Also, I want you to understand the following steps is to decide you will take control over your current financial future, not put your life in someone else's hands. By taking small steps and becoming more and more comfortable around the topic of money, things will start to shift, especially if you have a clear enough reason, your why, your WHY, what hurts you, because you must make these changes. And then I want you to understand that my key point here is to start learning and start learning now, not tomorrow, not next week, next month, next year, right now. Because even if it is hard at the beginning, the more you learn, the easier this will become. The language of money can become your servant for life, or you can remain a slave to money. And I can only hope and pray you make a wise decision after watching this video, because as the impact on yours and your family's life will be tremendous, all I wish for you is for you to live your life on your own terms. Comment below on what you took out this entire video. Subscribe to the video. But most importantly, share this with a friend. When I end this video, I want to talk to you about the formula and how the rich use their money. The rich, the only reason why they become richer in life is because they follow a handful of steps. I want you to start investing your money into assets, not liabilities. This is not an asset. This is not an asset. What is an asset? Anything that can allow you to grow and evolve and you get more than what you bought it for. Your mindset, you reinvesting into your mind, that's an asset. Once you invest into an asset, get your money back once you've made money. And then keep control of the asset because you got the asset. And then move your money into a new asset. And it's as simple as repeat that very simple process. Invest my money into an asset, get my money back, keep control of the asset, move my money into a new asset, and then repeat the process. Comment below on one of your biggest takeaways from this video. Subscribe. You're officially a millionaire student.